Putin and Xi turn up the heat with fresh joint military drills as concerns over Taiwan continue to grow. On cam, Russia and China stage a major naval show of force in the Yellow Sea with warships and aircraft. A watchful Taiwan closely monitors the exercises as Xi Jinping showcases military strength alongside Russia. Not just Taiwan. Are China's latest military moves also preparing its armed forces for a wider future conflict? Russia and China have launched their joint Maritime Interaction-2026 naval exercises in the Yellow Sea. The joint naval drills are scheduled to run from July 6 to July 13 in waters off the Chinese port city of Qingdao. A Russian Pacific Fleet naval detachment arrived in Qingdao ahead of the official start of the bilateral exercise. Moscow has deployed several warships, a diesel-electric submarine and a rescue vessel for the week-long drills. The Russian contingent includes the Varyag-guided missile cruiser, the Rezki corvette and the Ufa diesel submarine. Russia's rescue ship Igor Belousov has also joined the naval task group taking part in the joint exercise. China has committed destroyers, a frigate, a submarine and multiple support ships to the combined naval drills. The PLA Navy deployed the destroyers Anshan and Kaifeng alongside the frigate Wu for the exercise. China also assigned a Yuan-class submarine along with the Kekik Silihu and Yang Chengdu support ships. The joint exercise will include anti-submarine warfare, air defense, and combined search and rescue operations. Russian Marines and PLA Navy personnel will also conduct joint artillery firing drills supported by naval aviation. Taiwan has successfully test-fired its first air-launched supersonic anti-ship missile as tensions with China continue to rise. The Sung-Chia missile was reportedly tested off Taiwan's southeastern coast during the latest military exercise. Officials say the new capability significantly expands Taiwan's ability to target hostile warships at much greater distances. The missile is a key component of Taiwan's Falcon program aimed at modernizing its domestically built fighter aircraft. Taiwan's indigenous defense fighters are also being upgraded with AESA radar systems and advanced Sky Sword 2 missiles. Military analysts say the air-launched missile gives Taiwan greater flexibility by allowing attacks from unexpected angles. The new missile is specifically designed to target amphibious assault groups and major surface warships during a conflict. Analysts believe the new capability could complicate any future Chinese invasion plans across the Taiwan Strait. The air-launched missile offers Taiwan a more flexible sea denial option compared to fixed land or ship-based weapons. Despite the upgrades, experts say Taiwan's indigenous defense fighter still faces serious challenges against China's advanced air defenses. Its limited combat range, lack of stealth features, and vulnerability to Chinese missile systems remain major concerns. Military analysts say the overall balance of power in the Taiwan Strait still heavily favors Beijing. The successful missile test underscores Taiwan's determination to prepare for the possibility of a high-intensity conflict. Amid growing fears of a possible conflict with China, Taiwan has launched its biggest reserve force reform in decades, aimed at strengthening the island's military preparedness. Taiwan has doubled the duration of its reserve training program. The training has been increased from up to 7 days to a mandatory 14-day program. The reforms come as Taiwan faces increasing military pressure from China, with Beijing stepping up military activities around the island in recent years. Taiwan's reservists are now training with drones and US-made HIMARS rocket systems. The focus is on modern battlefield tactics and precision strikes. The new program also includes live-fire exercises. Troops are trained to operate under realistic combat conditions. Reservists are receiving battlefield first aid training. They are taught how to treat injuries and save lives during combat. Training also includes camouflage drills and long-distance marches. These exercises are designed to improve endurance and field survival. The program features overnight deployments in simulated combat zones. Troops must learn to operate effectively both day and night. Training days now last up to 10 hours. The extended schedule is intended to improve combat readiness. Reservists with specialist military backgrounds are being recalled, allowing them to make better use of their previous experience. Taiwan's defense ministry believes the reforms will improve combat readiness, as reported by the South China Morning Post. Taiwan also plans to include retired female volunteers in its reserve mobilization system. The move will expand the pool of trained personnel. Taiwanese officials say the plan will help increase the country's available manpower. They believe it will strengthen the reserve force. The reforms come as Taiwan faces a growing shortage of military-age recruits. Fewer young people are becoming eligible for service. The number of men eligible for military service fell below 100,000 in 2023. The decline has raised concerns about future recruitment. That figure is expected to fall below 80,000 next year to 79,742, according to Taiwan's Legislature Budget Center. The armed forces are currently operating at about 79% staffing. The estimate was provided by Taiwanese officials. Military planners warn there may not be enough troops to operate new weapon systems. They say manpower shortages could affect combat readiness. Analysts say the reforms also draw lessons from the war in Ukraine. The conflict has changed how many countries prepare for war. Drones, precision strikes, and territorial defense have shaped the new training model. These tactics are now a key part of the program. The Defense Ministry says longer training will better prepare reservists for modern warfare. Officials believe it will improve battlefield effectiveness. But analysts say longer training alone will not solve Taiwan's manpower challenges. They argue that broader recruitment reforms may still be needed.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.